Hi guys, welcome to your channel DNA. So let's start with the GCP Cloud VPN. Okay, so in the part 1 we talked about and we learned about the types of cloud GCP Cloud VPN offering. So today let's focus on a GCP site-to-site VPN. GCP provided two types of VPN services. One is a HA VPN and another is a classic VPN. When we say HA VPN, it's provide a 99.99% SLA. Classic VPN also does support 99.9% SLA. So for today's lecture, let's start with the HA VPN. Okay, what is HA VPN? HA VPN is a high availability VPN. It's a automatically GCP will provide the high availability automatically. Right, you no need to configure additional anything, no additional device, right, no additional interfaces, everything will taken care by the GCP. So first point I would like to discuss, which is the your SLA. So this high availability VPN, HA VPN provide a 99.99% SLA, but when if you will use two interfaces facing towards the public internet and having the public IP address, okay, then only HA VPN can provide you the high availability SLA 99.99%. Next is now to establish a IPsec between the two peers, right, you would require a UDP 4500 or UDP 500 port. One is for your IKE port 500 and one for NAT travel server 4500. So for that traffic, right, which is initiated by the GCP Cloud VPN gateway, for that if you are using a HA VPN, there will be a no forwarding rule required. In the HA VPN there is a no forwarding rule required, but in a classic VPN definitely your GCP will create a forwarding rule automatically. Next is HA VPN. If I have a AWS and I have a GCP, or if I have a GCP and if I have a on-premises, so definitely as a part of HA you can have a two tunnel between these two sites. But once this tunnel will establish, how you will do the routing? HA VPN does only support BGP, Border Gateway Protocol. HA VPN doesn't support static. HA VPN doesn't support route based. HA VPN doesn't support a policy based routing. It does only support dynamic routing protocol, which is a BGP, Border Gateway Protocol. So make sure your on premises or any other service cloud service provider must support a BGP. Clear? Okay, let's move on. Then two tunnels from one cloud VPN gateway to the same VPN peer gateway. Okay, so if I have a one gateway on the GCP, I have a one VPN gateway where I have a two interface. If I would like to establish a VPN with the Azure, same gateway I can use. If I would like to use the same gateway for AWS, that is also supported. Clear? Okay, let's move on. How HA high availability VPN topology look like? Now this is the way, right? What are the components, guys, you would require? To know about the component, please refer Cloud VPN part. So now when it's come to the component, right, the first most important component is your the most important component is your Cloud VPN gateway. Cloud VPN gateway. Now in this topology you have one organization named DNA NXT. Under these two organizations you have two projects, two different projects, right? So why we are going with the VPN, Cloud VPN? Better way go with the VPC peering between the two different projects. Yes, that is the simplest way to configure and exchange the route between the two different projects, two different VPC. But yes, GCP has that flexibility. GCP is providing that level of flexibility where you can utilize your Cloud VPN, right? Classic VPN as well as HA VPN. I am only not talking about the HA VPN. It does only support HA VPN. No, classic VPN between the two VPN between the two project, which can be classic or which can be the HA VPN. Okay. So now here we have project 1, project 2. Of course, each project will have its own independent configuration. Correct. So how HA VPN work? First and most important thing, by default, whenever you configure the HA VPN gateway, this cloud VPN gateway will allocate two interface, one interface 0 and interface 1. Why? Because it's a HA VPN. You can have a how many interface? By default you will get two interface. As soon as you create a cloud VPN gateway, you will get a two interface, and though these two interfaces will get a public IP address from the GCP public pool. Now let's recap little bit. This cloud VPN gateway is a regional resource, like VPC is a global, right? Like VPC is a global, cloud VPN gateway is a regional. Cloud VPN gateway is a regional. So now, as soon as you configure cloud VPN gateway in a particular region, you will get a two interfaces, and each interface will get a unique public IP address from that particular region only. Clear, right? Once you will get the IP address, so your IP address will look like this: 0:35.242.99.38. This is something I have captured when I had a practical. So 0: means interface 0, 1: means interface 1. So be make sure interface is a 0 and 1. Similar way for project 2. For project 2, when you configure the cloud VPN gateway, right? Consider this is a device. Now you will get a two interfaces, and each interface will have a unique public IP address. Clear? By default, whenever GCP will build a tunnel between these two projects as a part of HA VPN configuration, by default it will build a tunnel from interface 0 to interface 0, interface 1 to interface 1 only. GCP will not allow you at all to configure VPN between the 0 to 1, 1 to 0. It always be 0 to 0, 0 to 0. Another thing, you can configure the HA VPN between the two different projects, but it should be in the same organization. If you have a different organization, and my organization is DNA NXT, we cannot go and configure the HA VPN between our two organizations. No, it should be within the organization, two projects within the same organization. Even though you can have a third project, fourth project, doesn't matter, right? But all the projects should be under same organization. But Prasad, tell me, if we would like to establish a VPN between my organization and your organization, and we both are on the BCP, then yes, go with the classic VPN. We have their option classic VPN, but HA VPN doesn't support. Okay. Now, is it clear now, guys? We will get a two interface, right? Tunnel 1 is always established via interface 0 to 0. Tunnel 2 is always established via interface 1. Clear, right? Now, once you will have the tunnel established between these two projects, then only your cloud router, see, this is your cloud router, initiate the BGP session from this tunnel. Clear? First, it's just like a GRE, generic route encapsulation, right? If you would like to run the dynamic routing protocol over the IPsec, you have to go with the GRE, right? Correct? Similarly, over here, once you have a point-to-point side to side VPN between the interface 0 and interface 0. From this tunnel, these two cloud router will establish a BGP neighborship. Clear? Now, when I say establish a BGP neighborship, of course, so when it's come to the BGP, right, BGP won't change its behavior. BGP required a manual configuration. BGP will not go and automatically discover the neighbor, right? It would require a peer address, it would require a local address, it would require a peer AS, it would require a local AS. That's something you have to configure. Where you will configure? On a cloud router. On the cloud router. Basically, cloud VPN, right, provide you the only two interface and two public IP addresses, and tunnel, right, tunnel 1 and tunnel 2. That's it. IP says side to side VPN. You cannot run BGP on the cloud VPN gateway. No, it's a gateway for VPN. Now, your gateway, behind the gateway, you have your cloud router. Behind your gateway, you have a cloud router. Then how many tunnels you have, guys? Two tunnel, right? Tunnel 1 and tunnel 2. So similar way, on a router, right, you must have the two IPs. One for tunnel 1, one for tunnel 1 and one for tunnel 2. Now consider you have a IPsec tunnel between these two cloud VPN gateways is up and established. Then what is the next step? Definitely what you have to do? You have to configure the IP address. You have to configure the IP address on cloud router. So it will allow only link local address APIPA 169.254.IP scheme. 169.254. You cannot use any other IP address, correct, for the BGP neighborship. So here consider your IP address is 169.254.0.1/30. By default it will take /30. The next IP address 0.2 you have to configure for tunnel 1 interface. Clear? 192.168.254.02. So for this tunnel 1 interface, right, or cloud router interface, my local IP address is 169.254.0.1 and my remote IP address is 169.254.0.2. Similar way, we would require another interface and another separate subnet, right, for a secondary BGP neighbor. So here is the IP address 169.254.0.5/30 and this project 2 IP address is 169.254.0.6/30. means this and this belongs to the same subnet. This and this belongs to this interface and this interface belongs to the same subnet. This interface bind with the tunnel 1 and this cloud router interface and IP address bind with the tunnel 2. Clear now? Right? Now AS number. Both router must have the different AS number so that it will form the eBGP neighborship. It will form the eBGP neighborship, right? So here you go, guys. So my AS, my means project 1 AS is 64520. Okay, the project 1 AS number is BGP 64520 and project 2 AS number is 64521. Sorry, my bad, it's a typo. It should be the 1. It should be the 1, right? It's a typo, guys. Please look at it very carefully. Now, yes, of course. Now, when it's come to the on-premises router, right? ISR, ASR, कोई भी router ले लो Juniper का, right? You can only configure one AS number, right, on your router. If you try to configure another AS number, it will throw the error. Your router already in a AS XXX, whatever AS number. So that is the reason this is only one router. On a one router, you will maintain the or configure the same AS number irrespective of your BGP interfaces. Clear? Now, once your tunnel is up, you have configured the BGP, right? Under or through that tunnel, these two router will establish a neighborship. These two router will establish the neighborship. Clear? 100%. These two router will establish a neighborship. So now you clear about the cloud VPN gateway. Cloud VPN gateway will only establish a IPsec tunnel between the two interfaces 0 to 0, 1 to 1, right? Both must have the public IP address. This public IP address, you do not have any control over this public IP address. You cannot configure. In the classic VPN, you can choose your own public IP address, but here in the HA VPN, you cannot choose your own public IP address, right? GCP will automatically allocate the public IP address. Clear? Now consider you configure cloud VPN gateway, and then you configure the your cloud router, and then you realize, okay, fine, my testing is done, I will go and delete the VPN. Once you delete the VPN, this IP address will be free. These two IP addresses will get immediately free from the particular account, project 1 and project 2. Automatically, it automatically will get released. These 4 IP addresses will get released. Clear? GCP, your project 1, project 2 will not retain those IP addresses. Once you delete the VPN gateway, right, it will release the IP address as well. Once you create a new VPN gateway, again you will get a 2 interface having a 2 public IP address. Correct? So be make sure guys, 0 to 0 mapping होता है, 1 to 1 mapping होता है टनल का. 0 to 0 tunnel 1, right, and 1 to 1 is a tunnel 2, or you can name as a tunnel 0 or tunnel 1. That should not be the problem. It's up to you. You can, right? It's up to you, because you have to define the name. You have to define the name. Now, in this diagram, where you have configured this cloud VPN gateway and cloud router, of course, in the US Central 1 region, in a project 1, in the project 2, I have configured this under same US region. I have configured this under a US region. Now by default this BGP router, this BGP will advertise the routes connected to or visible. By default your cloud router will advertise only visible routes. When I say visible route, means the subnet you have created in your VPC, right? So now you have one subnet 10 dot in the US region, you have a 10.1.1.0/25 that will get advertised through the BGP. Clear? Once this project 2 cloud router receive the BGP update, so for this cloud router your next stop is 169.254.0.1. For project 2 your next stop is BGP pair 169.254.0.1. My bad guys, sorry. Then when this project 2 will advertise its US central subnet 10.2.1.0/25 to its neighbor BGP neighbor 169.254.0.1. So for this project 1 your next stop is 169.254.0.2. Wait Prasad, we have a 2 BGP neighborship, right? One from here BGP neighborship and another from tunnel 2. We have a 2 BGP neighbor. Yes, of course, 100%. Consider in the project 1 to reach 10.2.1.0/25, 10.2.1.0/25 BGP through you will receive the route, and your next stop is for this project 1. First next stop is 169.254.0.2, and you will find another next stop 169.254.0.6, which is this. Why? Because you have a 2 tunnels, each tunnel have the 1 BGP peer, right? Through each tunnel you have the 1 BGP peer. Clear? Right? Okay. So AS number are different. AS numbers are the different. You must have the different AS number. You must have a unique IP address to the BGP interfaces, right? You must have a pick one subnet for tunnel 1, another subnet for tunnel 2. Clear guys? Confirm? Now the story is now a little bit different. PD, what about this route, Europe route? Will it be advertised to the BGP? currently my VPN gateway and a cloud router is in the US central region, but I have another data center which is in the Europe central too. Will this cloud router which is hosted in the US region advertise the Europe route? By default means is depending on your VPC dynamic routing type. If your VPC dynamic routing type is a regional, so this cloud router will only advertise this 10.1.1.0 10.1.1.0/25 route. But if your VPC dynamic routing mode is global, so guaranteed guys, this Europe route also will advertise to your project 2 via 2 BGP neighbors, but it is depending on your VPC dynamic routing type, whether it is a regional, whether it is a global, right? It is depend on advertisement is depending on the VPC dynamic mode. Okay, so actually I have not started right, maybe I directly started a topic, but to before watch this video, right, you must require the VPC knowledge, you must require the subnet knowledge, and we must require the firewall rule knowledge. Okay, no problem, but let's go ahead and continue with this topic. Okay, now let me summarize quickly. Number one, cloud VPN, right? Cloud VPN gateway, right, will help you to establish a site-to-site VPN between the on-premises network or any other cloud service provider, or within the GCP to GCP project. Okay, once you configure the cloud gateway, you will get a 2 by HA VPN. In the when you configure the cloud gateway in a HA VPN, you will get a 2 interfaces, interface 0, interface 1, and each interface will get the public IP addresses, right? So once you configure the cloud VPN gateway, you have to have required a cloud router. Why? Because HA VPN does only support a BGP, and where you will configure the BGP, you will configure the BGP in the cloud router, right? So both project would require a unique AS number, correct? Once you would choose the unique AS number, then you would require the 2 subnets, unique subnets, one for BGP session 1, right? One for BGP session 1 and another for BGP session 2. One IP address you will allocate to your cloud router, and the next IP address you will allocate to your peer router interface. Clear? And by default, this cloud router will advertise the known routes only. When I say known routes, means directly connected subnet or directly configured associate subnet to particular region. If your VPC dynamic mode is a global, then definitely other regional route will also advertise by your cloud router to the BGP peer, which is in currently project 2. So guys, let's go and configure everything step by step. So let's review quickly, right? Topology. Okay, so this is something, each public IP address automatically chosen from the unique IP address pool. That's something I just talked about. This release the public as soon as you delete the VPN gateway, right? Your project will release the IP address, right? The next is irrespective of 2 interface. Yes guys, wait, even though it is a HA VPN, right? By default in the HA VPN you will get a 2 IP addresses, right? This one and this one, not IP addresses, 2 interface, interface 0 and interface 1. But at the time of tunnel configuration, of course, gateway, definitely when you configure the gateway, you will get a 2 interfaces. Now when you configure the tunnel, now it's your choice whether you would like to establish only 1 tunnel or 2 tunnel. If you go with only single tunnel 0 to 0, you will not get 99.99% SLA, that is for sure, right? It's up to you, it's not compulsion. Do you have to go and configure the 2 tunnels? No, at all. You can configure only 1 tunnel. There is an option, right? I will show you, right? So but it's a HA VPN. Go ahead and configure 2 tunnel, right? Clear? Perfect. Next, see, this is how your BGP, this red line means BGP tunnel, and this blue dotted line is your another BGP tunnel. This BGP tunnel is through established via tunnel 1 and blue one established via tunnel 2, right? Because it's over the internet, na, you cannot add BGP TCP 179 port number, anybody TCP, yeah, anybody can hack. That is the reason it will be encrypted through your tunnel. Clear? Paka? Chalo, let's move on. Yeah, perfect. So now HAVPN you can configure in a 3-step. HAVPN you can configure in a 3-step. Step number 1, create a cloud HAVPN gateway. First you have to configure the HAVPN gateway where you will get a 2 interface, 2 public IP address, interface 0 and interface 1. Next step is to configure the add tunnels. You have to add the tunnels, right? Tunnels means once you have the public IP address, just go and configure the tunnels, IPsec tunnel, where you can define the I key, version 1, version 2, whatever. Then you can define the key, you can define the peer address, right? That's something you have to run under the VPN tunnels, right? In the VPN tunnel, right, you have to select the which routing protocol you will enable. So of course it does support only BGP, no other choice, right? So in add VPN tunnel, along with the tunnel you have to call the cloud router over here as well. I will tell you the step. And the third step is the last, right? It is very important, which is a BGP session, right? The 3-step. First, create cloud HAVPN gateway. Once the gateway is created, then go and configure the tunnels. Once tunnel is established, then go and configure the BGP session. Once you configure BGP session, routes will get automatically exchanged between these 2 projects via HAVPN over the 2 tunnels. दोनों टनल के ऊपर राउट जाने वाले हैं. क्यों? क्योंकि आपके 2 BGP पेयर सेशन बनेंगे via tunnel 1 and via tunnel 2, both. Clear, right? So in a part 2, let's start the configuration.